Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's the Mike and Rich podcast.
Yo,
How we
yo.
doing?
Happy Tuesday, bro.
Happy Tuesday.
I'm,
How we
I'm
doing?
pretty good, man. I'm digging the new Tuesday time. I have a lot more time on Tuesdays to like kind of get all my stuff together. Sundays is just crazy. I feel like when I get to the end of the weekend, like I need another day off, and like it's just not there. So
Yeah, well, we had it this week,
we had
you
it this
know?
week. I know. Happy
Yeah,
4th of July, America.
that's right. Yeah,
America.
America. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Our normal neighbor who has like
I was
a
gonna ask you about
bajillion
him.
fireworks, he like literally moved out like 2 days before the 4th,
How you gonna move out
which
like
is
that? What a
crazy.
disappointment! What a disappointment! One
What
day
a
you would like, you're
disappointment.
like, all right, I could do some fireworks. Everybody's doing it. You might as well.
And he wasn't there.
Wasn't even there.
Wasn't there. He usually spends a couple $100, on
Was anybody
fireworks.
blowing them off there?
There was a lot of people actually. It was like spread out. There was one dude that was in front that was like trying to be like, well, he's gone, so let me try to like, fill the reins. But
Sure.
he was setting one or two off at a time. It was nothing spectacular,
Okay.
Fireworks are weird. You seen them once, you seen them,
You've seen them a million
you
times.
seen them, like you don't
So
need to see them again. There's nothing new in fireworks, you know what I mean?
no.
Like
Well, you know what there
the
is.
only
There's
new thing is the
the
drones.
drones.
That's
Exactly. The
it, but
big
that's not really
swarms.
fireworks, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
something totally different. But the drone's pretty cool. I
The
saw the Dollywood thing. Did you see that?
I didn't see the Dollywood one. I
Okay,
seen a couple of them because I follow a lot of drone pages or whatnot. But
okay,
there's definitely some cool ones, like hundreds of them, man.
yeah.
All
Well,
in
she's got some
sync and
bucks. She's got some big bucks, and it's like a crazy theme park. It was pretty crazy
that's
to
cool.
see.
Dollywood's
The
not that
first
far
one,
from me. It's only like
yeah,
2 hours from me.
the first one was just like kind of corny at first. I saw it was like a smiley face, and then they put another
Mhm.
smiley face, like a girl one next to it, and I was like, okay, they got two of them. I was like, that's pretty big, and then like merge them together a little bit, and then all of a sudden like they like disappear, and then like the song changes, and it like you can't see them, but they're shifting, and then they go like this, like long ways, and they make like a fucking butterfly, and it's
That's
just
great,
like
man.
flapping its wings, and I was like, geez, like that's nuts, man. It must
Mm-hmm.
cost so much money.
Oh yeah. Well, once you get the program down, you got it. It's just like I said, that's just like what you can get as a consumer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So our fireworks situation here. So Friday they were blasting them off. Saturday they were blasting them off more. Sunday they were going even harder. And we sell fireworks around here year round, so like
Okay.
you can just run into the thing and go to the drive-through. They got drive-through
Sure.
fireworks here. And then Monday, and you're like, oh my God, it's gonna be so crazy tonight. And they started hard, bro. As soon as it got dark, everybody's shooting them, and we're like, dude, this kid's never gonna go to sleep, man. And then it started pouring, and it was like
Nice.
done by 11. And it was like,
Well, that's usually what happens with the rain. You know what I mean? Like all that, was it sulfur and whatever going up into the atmosphere?
maybe I just
You
feel
know,
it rains every like 4th of July or Halloween. For some weird reason, they
yeah.
like kind of flip flop for me.
Well, it's like a 50-50 shot.
50-50
It
shot.
rains or it don't. That's it. Like there's no gambling on that. But all right. So as always, we like to start off with thanking our new followers. We do have a new follower giveaway that we're dying to give you guys. We're dying to give it to you. We only need a couple more. Just tell your friends or your uncle or your grandpa, like I'm gonna give these two things right here, this Spider-Man bust and this mini Mando helmet, and then we have a Hasbro Cobra Commander action figure, 6-inch.
Like Cobra
Yeah,
Commander's dope, bro.
we want to give it to you guys. We just want to like straight up give it to you just for the following. That's it. We're gonna
That's
give
right.
it to 3 random followers. It's gonna be the first of many.
Once we hit 14 more, get that 50,
Yeah, that's
and then
it.
we'll start up another round. So
Tell your brother, tell your sister, whoever, doesn't matter. Just get somebody to follow. That's it. It's
that's
quick.
right.
It's
But we
easy,
do
it's great.
appreciate our followers so far. So thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you very much. All right, so I think we're just gonna jump
today, bro.
We're just gonna jump right in, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like Stranger
Oh,
Things
dude.
is
All right, so my
Stranger
4th of
Things.
July, I actually had off, and we didn't have the kid all day, so it was like we literally just watched TV all day. Like I was so far behind on everything. So watched Stranger Things, watched The Boys, watched Umbrella Academy. I'm caught up.
Damn.
Boom.
That's like Crash Course. Now we were pretty steady with Umbrella. I mean, as soon as it came out, I was like, yo, we need to just watch this.
We
Like
had
this was
company that
we
didn't
crushed it.
watch the show over. Like they had
Yeah.
just got there the day it came out, and they were there for like 5 or 6 days. So it's like there's no point in doing that.
Yeah.
So
No, I feel you. And plus Obi-Wan was still on going on then,
mm,
so yeah, no, I got you. But Stranger Things was definitely it was pretty awesome. So we'll just talk about those last two episodes,
yeah,
and then just like some thoughts and stuff like that.
definitely.
So what were your thoughts so far, as far as the ending? I mean, the ending was pretty crazy.
Well, it didn't disappoint. The 2 episodes, it's the best show on TV, hands
Yeah,
down right now. And we say that a lot about like The Boys being really really good, but like Stranger
sure.
Things is top dog right now by
Yeah,
far.
for sure.
With the story, the actors, the characters, just like then they have it all plotted out. They're reaching in and giving you things from like the first 2 seasons, third 3 seasons that they just ended up tying in with. I don't know if they originally planned that way.
I don't
I
know.
feel like
Well,
they're very good at what they do is referencing back and where can we get away with things like to kind of
they sure are. They sure
so
are. I saw a TikTok with somebody showing from the first season when Will was getting chased. And you see like a figure and it totally looks like a Vecna. It doesn't
okay.
look like
There was also a couple instances where the clock ringing in first season, second season.
yeah. So these are like definite things that like now people are gonna go back and they're gonna study really hard. Like I went back and I watched, but I don't think I studied as hard as I probably could have,
Yeah.
but maybe I'll go back, I'll watch the first one again and see,
First one's
see
so
if I can
good,
spot
man.
anything
Like
else.
it's
It
so
is.
good. I was talking to my
It
buddy who
is.
doesn't watch it. He was here. I was like, dude, you just need to watch it, man. Just watch the first episode. Like you were born in the '80s. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
No, Stranger Things is definitely best show on television. It's pretty cool. I would say my only disappointment was obviously Eddie. That was like that was kind of like too on the nose for me. I wish they would have added a line or something like, listen, man, I can't let those bats get into Hawkins. I can't run away anymore.
you
I
know,
gotta stand my ground. Something along the lines of that. He just like was climbing the rope and then stops and then cuts it and then like looks up at Dustin and then just hops on that bike, and it was just, I don't know, it was nonsensical. But then when like the stream of them were coming at him,
mhm,
I thought they were passing by him,
mhm.
like I was like, all right, he's in the clear. But then no, he was like in a tornado of
He
them.
was in a tornado and he had the shield.
He had the shield and he was fighting them off as best as he could. And he got tore up. But it was like the same exact thing of Steve, the same way the bats got him around the neck
Mhm.
and they were biting the sides of him, right? Except it was definitely worse. Like he had
I feel
definitely.
like they all right, so they did a very good job in like preparing like all the stuff that they need because they know the players in the game.
Yeah.
Now with that situation, I feel like everybody should be armed with some kind of fire thing. The things
Yeah.
obviously hate fire. That's like their main thing. I would
Yeah,
have
but they
had
can't walk around with Molotovs, and how I'm sure it's hard to get a flamethrower in the 80s,
well,
so
aerosol
like
cans and a lighter is good enough for me. At
I
some point
guess
in
for short
time.
bursts, yeah, I guess that would be good, but I think they're probably like afraid that like little kids are gonna be like, doing this stupid
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or even you can even hook up a propane tank with a leaky hose and just hit that thing, man. Like,
No, you're right. There's
something.
definitely a bunch of things that they could have did differently with that kind of stuff. So I only had two gripes, and that was it. My only two gripes were,
The Eddie
Eddie
situation.
dying.
Yep.
Yeah, which there's some fan theories about that, and I'll get into that in a second. And then the other one was the fact that Steve Wheeler and what's her face were all choked up by Vecna's vines for like 20 minutes or so, like
Hmm.
around their throat, like can you imagine being choked? I mean, you can only be choked for like so long,
Yeah.
and maybe like a minute or so, before you're dead.
Before you like lose consciousness, or
Yeah, yeah,
maybe it wasn't like a fatal choking because you can kind of choke somebody? Like imagine like 3, 4 year olds trying to bring you down, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like,
I guess. I mean, they were just vines, but like as a vine wrapped around your neck, and they were like they couldn't talk,
mm,
So like if you can't talk, clearly you're getting choked out pretty good. I don't know.
uh,
I feel like it would have been crazy if they would have wiped all three of them out at once right there, just like that.
oh yeah. Well, it's
That would have been
crazy that
nuts.
they didn't die and Eddie did with the bats. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the
Yeah.
vines were more of a deadly thing initially than the bats. Because the bats you kind of stand a chance, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been possible, but there were so many of them, man.
There's a lot of
I
them.
just I don't know. I feel like it was kind of like a dumb thing.
Yeah.
If Steve didn't get hooked up with them and they just showed the bat thing with Eddie, I feel like it would have meant a little bit more. But the fact that like Steve got fucked up by the bat first and then like everybody was fighting him off and we saw like they were just, kind of like our pusses one on one, but like,
Mhm.
a whole swarm of them, forget it, like it would you would die
Yeah.
for sure. But I don't know, man. I mean, it kind of sucks. I got my Eddie figure right here, like I was gonna do TikTok with him, like flying up to heaven with like Creed, like a Creed song
Can
going on
you
in the
get
background.
me higher?
Yeah, with like little angel wings and stuff and have him floating in the clouds. And
Oh.
I thought that'd be hilarious. But
Yeah.
no, a lot of people are going crazy for it. Some people are saying that he's gonna be this D&D character that's like a vampire. That was like a hero that becomes a bad guy.
Mm,
And it's like, that
maybe.
could be kind of cool. So
Maybe.
I think if anything, that could be a good side story. Cause like what they do with his body, bro.
They
They
just
just
left it there,
left it
bro.
there.
They just left it there.
So like did those bats like totally tear it up?
I don't
Did
know.
Vecna like go there and like, see what's up with Eddie and hook up with it? We have no idea,
Yeah.
like we don't know. We know Vecna's still alive, like,
Well, like the end result, it was like they didn't accomplish what they wanted to do, and he kind of sacrificed himself for nothing. Now they have a big ass hole in the town or next to the town or wherever it is.
well, the person who sacrificed himself for nothing was Max, like
Yeah.
for sure, because she was kind of in the clear,
Yeah.
she knew what she needed to do. I mean, not saying that she had to listen to Kate Bush all the time. It was funny because she said she was getting tired of Kate Bush.
Hmm.
I thought that was really funny because it was like, everybody in TikTok
Everybody
land.
is tired of Kate Bush, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna lie. I don't even really like that song. I
No,
think it's so crazy that everybody's like, "Oh my god, this song!" Like, I can't
no.
listen to that. I would never put that on and jam to it in my car. Like, it's just like I meant to ask my mom the other day because she's like a big '80s chick. If she
yeah,
like,
but
if
it's like one
she
of those
like
80s
listened to it.
songs that like you either knew or you didn't know at all. Like
Yeah.
that's just what it was, like I definitely have heard it in passing before because like I worked a lot of retail,
Hmm.
but I'm not bopping to it, but I like it. It's a song. It's good, whatever. It's not
Yeah.
like anything, not like it'd be like buying the Kate Bush album anytime soon.
Definitely
Nothing like
not.
that.
Definitely not.
But
So.
yeah, I mean, then it's cool. They have the whole Metallica thing. That
Well,
was
they
pretty
hit
cool.
they hit top 50 on Spotify after that.
I'm
So
sure they did, and I'm sure it'll keep going.
I'm sure it's gonna keep going. Master of Puppets was like probably one of the best albums that they've put out.
Oh yeah,
As
for
well as a
sure,
song. So
for sure. I see a lot of people like, listen, man, I was a Metallica fan before the show came out. Like, and I see this
I
one
had
dude.
the T-shirt, bro.
He
The
kept taking off
cemetery,
t-shirts.
and yeah.
He had like 10 or 11 t-shirts on, and he was
Mhm.
like, as he's talking, he's like taking off the shirts and like showing
Yeah.
how many he has.
My stepdad's
You know?
mom used to buy me them all the time. She used to buy me for my birthday, for Christmas, and like I never liked Metallica. I never told her I liked Metallica. Like she just kept buying them for me. I'd wear them because like I used to do a lot of fishing and a lot of like weird stuff to where like I could wear crappy shirts too. So
Yeah.
I had my fair share of Metallica shirts. I wasn't really into Metallica because like I don't know, the Napster thing rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about
Sure.
free music, man. And like these guys are like, oh, we couldn't get our bigger jet this year or some shit like that because
Yeah.
like come on, man, get
Well,
out of
if it
here.
wasn't them, it would have been somebody.
Now look at it. Now you can
You
get
know.
whatever song you want, dude. No matter what, you just type it in YouTube and you get whatever song you want. Yeah, all
Yeah.
that for nothing.
Yeah. But it's like you don't own it
I
exactly.
don't
You know
care.
what
I
I
just want to
mean?
listen to it. I never wanted to own
Oh, I know
anybody's
that.
music.
I'm
You know
saying
what I'm
like
saying? Like,
they didn't think that it would be like this. Nobody thought that it would be like this, like it's a different like scale. You know what I mean? Like it totally is. Now, it's not just record sales, it's streams,
yeah,
like and it's just plays in general,
yeah.
like it's just crazy.
Well, it's ad
Um
revenue stream because it's all ads. That's how they
yeah,
get paid.
no, for sure, for sure. But I won't what I want to know is how like these people get off on the covers and stuff.
What do you mean?
So like for example, like Kate Bush came out, the song. So now everybody and their mom is covering it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
some of
yeah.
these people caught some clout and they're getting paid on YouTube from a cover
Yep.
that they didn't write. So
Yep.
how does that work? Because
Well,
there's millions of them.
yeah. So
And I just want to do it.
on YouTube they have to where you can monetize your stuff, and if you hit your monetize, and if you get flagged for a copyright, they won't let you monetize it. But you can argue the flag and say, "Hey, I got this song," or you can give them credit or something like that, and it'll let you do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Now, what about like parody law? Like parody law to where like, if you
I don't
put
know. I think as long
oh
as you're not like doing it in a studio with a record label and you guys are gonna pump out a CD without you contacting them and say, hey, this is what we're doing. How much does it cost? You know, because
yeah.
some of that stuff costs money. Like for
But I
them to
feel like
put,
there's so many like people that like that we know, like for example, like MXPX. There's no way that MXPX got permission to do all those songs that they did on their first album, that covers album. There's
Mhm.
no way, bro.
Yeah,
There's no way. Take on Me and like
the
all it
Buddy
would have been
Holly
so
stuff and all
it
that
would have been
stuff.
so expensive.
Mhm.
Same thing with like Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, like
I
you
don't
really
know,
think
man.
I don't think they are though. I don't think they are. I think they're doing that whole like parody law to where like, listen, we're not playing it note for note. We're not doing exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, I
We're
don't know,
we're
man.
singing a little. It's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
Like it's a little like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely a fine line, and I'd like to know more about it. So, if there's
yeah.
any lawyers watching our show, let me know.
Yeah, because they
The
used to
parody
come out
law.
with the compilation CDs, and it'd be like 10 different artists doing 10 different other artists songs, and that was you could
Yeah,
buy that, and somebody made money on it, you know.
somebody made money on it, and like I'm not even trying to do all that, but I just want to know a little bit more about it. So, if there's any lawyers out there,
There you
but
go.
Stranger Things was crazy. All right, so let's give it our little review. I'm trying to think how many demigorgons you
How
give
many,
it.
how many demi dogs?
Demi or this season was the bats. Demi bats.
Dude, I'm going like 9.6, bro. Like nine
Nine
six.
six. Wow.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good
Like
score. That's a really good
I'm
score.
going 9.6. I thought about this earlier. If I was gonna rate it, what would it be? It's literally the best show on TV. There is nothing out right now that even comes close. Like The Boys is probably like second, and I would watch Stranger Things over The Boys any fucking time.
Yeah.
So
No, for sure. It's tough. I fil like there was a couple just like little things that irked me more than
now
I
the
wanted them to.
CGI thing with Hopper, where they showed like his CGI'd all
It
stunted,
wasn't
so he
as
could like,
bad as the 11 stuff. The
nah,
11
yeah,
CGI was pretty bad, bro. With
yeah.
her like being a little kid. The first time they did
The
it,
first time
they
they did it,
they
it was
fooled
weird.
me.
Yeah.
They fooled me because it was dark and
Oh,
like I
you
was
know what?
like,
No, supposedly I seen a picture of they had another person that looks like her as a
right,
little kid, but then they
they put
meshed
the
it. Yeah,
face.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
meshed it. They
yeah,
meshed
yeah.
it.
They just like did like right here, like just the eyes, lips, and nose.
Yeah.
It was a little weird with the blending and stuff. It just didn't fit the head movements, like it was just a little off. But
And Hopper wasn't skipping any
I'm
cheeseburgers
willing to
for
look
this
past
role,
that.
so
No, he wasn't. He definitely, the CGI to end with him was a little off. But I'm willing to look past that kind of stuff because I don't judge because of CGI. But I'm gonna stop dragging this out, and I'll give it a 9.3.
9.3. Okay.
Um my biggest thing was Eddie, bro. Like I just felt like it was a dumb death. They could have gave him something way cooler,
They could
you
have gave him
know,
something way
like
cooler,
way cooler. You know,
or
if he
have him
like
smash the guitar. That would have
rode the
been
bike,
cool.
like what if he rode the bike to like, you know, I don't know, like somewhere else, you know, something cool, you know, like, and he's fighting there, and he actually lives. How about that?
Maybe,
Been way
or he
cooler.
made his way to the lake in the upside down and jumped in the lake
Oh,
and
jumped
went
in the
through
lake.
that hole because I
That'd
don't
be
think
kind of
those
cool.
bats go in the water, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That would have been really cool, man,
Now,
for
I feel
sure.
like
You know.
they showed him riding, and I thought he got a lot farther than he did. But then they showed when Dustin came out, it was like right there. So
Yeah, it was like right there.
it was
So
like he really
I
didn't
don't
get
know.
very far with the bike, and it seemed like he was riding for a minute. Like you can get pretty far on a bike when you're sprinting, you know,
Yeah,
when someone's trying to kill you.
when someone or things trying to kill you, for sure.
I'd be gone, dude. It'd be like five
Oh,
blocks
dude,
already. Like,
forget it. But I don't know. Maybe he hasn't rode a bike in a long time.
so I feel like that's like the highest thing I've ever scored. Like when we, obviously we've been doing our podcast for like
Sure.
30 something episodes or something like that. So, I think what comes close was probably, obviously, like I said, the boys. Like right now, I would rank them like number two. Um,
Sure.
but Peacemaker, just because it was like such a curveball. Now, I don't even like Peacemaker is probably right there with the boys, but it still wouldn't be as high as Stranger Things. Dude. Stranger Things is so good.
Stranger Things is so good, man. It's nuts. I didn't want it to end.
I didn't want it to
Uh,
end either. I was like, dude, that was like the quickest 2 hours and 20 minutes ever.
yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. For sure, it definitely was, man. I enjoyed it a lot. I was definitely sad to see Eddie go. I thought the whole Max thing was kind of whatever too, but I didn't
Dude, I thought
expect.
it was so crazy when her arms and legs were breaking, bro. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my God, they're going to do it. Oh,
I did not expect them to do that.
woo.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I thought she was safe, bro. I thought she had already gone through her thing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lucas was right there. He had the headphones. And even if he didn't have the headphones, because I was like, yo, those batteries are gonna die, bro.
I
Like,
thought
what are
so
they
too.
fucking
Yeah, I knew that.
Energizer
Yeah,
Max?
I knew that
What's
they
up
were
with
gonna
that?
smash it, or the batteries were gonna run out, or
I had a feeling
whatever.
that something was gonna happen with it, and I just thought that motherfucker was gonna sing.
Yeah,
That's all, just like Dusty Buns did,
I
in
thought the bully dude got
the
off
other
easy.
episode. Oh,
You
he
know.
got off way easy, just getting melted in between the
Yeah, I
worlds.
thought that
Like,
he got off a little easy. I think
nah,
he should have been taken by something, like to kind of get that justice of, him just
yeah,
going, cuz like dude, like when they showed him before he got there, he was like he even looked all crazy. He obviously been hasn't been sleeping, or they wanted to show
yeah.
him
Well, he
going
was
down this
drinking
road.
too,
He was
so
drinking too, so he looked terrible, and it was like you thought like the worst was gonna happen. I was like, that's it. He was passed out and he
he's
just disintegrated. That was easy.
yeah. It
Man,
wasn't. It was
I wish I go out
definitely.
that way. Like,
Oh my god, yeah, no, it was definitely not the ending that I wanted for him, for sure. I would have wished that maybe Angela would have been in there too,
now, was it weird when you see the other dude tackle like Erica? You know what I'm saying? Like he's
It
a,
was a little weird. It was a
he
little
was a grown ass man chasing this little girl in like a fucking fluffy jacket, like tackling her on a ground. Like, come on, man.
it
Like,
was a little weird, but they were all dipping into the Kool-Aid, and I feel like with all the deaths and all the stuff and everything going on, I feel like mass hysteria is mass hysteria.
yeah, I guess
Look at
so.
the Mandela effect, bro.
I thought they were
They're
gonna
yeah.
run in. I thought they were gonna run into the rocket ship that she was in the car.
Oh yeah, I thought they were gonna hit it too,
I was
for
like, oh
sure.
my god, they're gonna take her out, dude.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy. But no, I believe that it's just like a mass hysteria thing, bro. Like, like he was good at hyping everybody up. Look at like politicians and crazy shit, like they go in, they know how to talk to people, hype them up, get them all riled up, ready to go before you know it.
And point him
You
in a
know,
direction.
a whole bunch of nice people are now a mob, like an angry mob at that, like so I don't know. I feel like he was just a good persuader, and he
Were you
persuaded
hitting on
them.
that kaleidoscope thing there
The
before?
kaleidoscope,
What is it called? I don't even know what it's called.
the collider.
The
Yeah,
collider, is that what it
yeah. I
is?
was I
Okay.
was hinting at that. Yeah, the
And I
collider,
thought
the
so.
super collider that's
I
going
wanted to
off.
watch it today. I didn't watch it. You,
Yeah.
you
So
notice anything weird? I thought outside was weird when I went outside before.
outside looked a little weird before, but I don't know if it's gonna be that fast.
Think it's
I
gonna take a
feel
minute.
like I think it's gonna take a minute before we actually like notice
They're
like
supposed
real
to run it for
things.
like 2 or 4 years or something like that. It's like,
Yeah, supposedly, but I don't know. Like, I never really believed in the whole Mandela effect thing. I believe in mass hysteria. I
mm,
believed in things that like for example, the whole Nelson Mandela thing that happened before the internet. A
mm,
lot of people think that he died in jail. He didn't die in jail.
mm,
So like whatever. Then you have the whole like Berenstein Bears.
mm.
Like it, I don't know if it was like a typo that was like that for years or what, and then they fixed it.
And then they're just
But
like,
it was one way, and then it was another way for sure. And I've seen people show like books, and they have like both of them, both spellings on it.
mm,
So it's like maybe one's like fucking Canadian, you know what I mean?
maybe.
And
Or
or
they had a
somewhere
bad
else,
print, like they had a
or they
bad
had a
run or
bad
something
print.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
That
this
stuff
was
happens all
before
the
the
time.
internet,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That stuff happens
you
all the
know.
time.
And
And
imagine how long it takes.
if I'm a printer, okay, I went to printing school. I know how to do printing and stuff. And I was running 3 million copies of a book, and I fucked up 20,000 of them. You wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't
Yeah,
know. It would just be in there, and I would have them. And it
yeah.
would just happen.
But who would think to like double check the spelling of the name
Nobody.
of the book
Nobody.
after so
There's
many
stuff that you
years?
missed that you wouldn't even believe.
Exactly. Just
You
like
know.
logos and
Mm-hmm.
companies change all the time.
All the time.
And they're not going to give you a fucking notice
They ain't gonna give you well, sometimes they will. It all depends.
nowadays, but not
Nowadays,
back
not
then.
back then. They would just do it.
They would just do it.
They would just do it.
So the people who just did it, I don't know if you saw the Cadbury people.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen about that? The Cadbury Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, people were saying that the Cadbury eggs are getting smaller, just like everything is portion control. So they have like a chat board, on their website,
Mm-hmm.
and they like made a fucking statement, and they said, they're not getting smaller, you're getting bigger. So like, how funny is that to say? But they have like diehard Cadbury fans out there, bro.
That have
And
collections.
so
Oh yeah.
they have collections, and they know. And so one of them was the dude from The Office, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So he went on like
Waited
Conan or
out.
something, and he showed both eggs, and it was like,
Night and
like
day.
night and day.
Night and
It was
day,
like
bro.
bow, like, so then eventually they changed their thing, and they said that they made them a little smaller, so you enjoy them more, or
And now
something
they're
like
more
that.
money. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So now they're more money.
See,
But it's
why
just
can't they
crazy.
just like admit it, bro? Like, why can't you just be like, yeah, they're smaller now. We're in the future. This isn't like 19 fucking 20.
You're getting bigger, bro.
You're getting bigger. Get out of
That's
here with that crap.
It's pretty funny though. It's pretty funny though.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah. So all right. So let's talk about Umbrella Academy a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Umbrella Academy was on Netflix. It's one of those seasons that you don't have to wait for.
Yeah.
So
Binge it.
how did it feel binging Umbrella Academy?
I did it in a couple sessions. Like I did, I think the first 2 episodes one night. I did another episode, and then so forth. Yesterday we watched a bunch of them in a row. So there's like 10 episodes. So we probably watched like 4 or 5 of them yesterday.
And you finished it, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, what was your favorite moments in it?
It's just so crazy because it kept you guessing the entire time. I kept thinking that Luther's girl was gonna do something messed up, like she was in on it too. I kept thinking that Ben was more involved than he was. I knew obviously Sir Reginald was doing something shady the entire time. The second he started getting off the meds, I was like, they keep him on there for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, the meds thing was pretty crazy.
Meds thing was crazy.
I thought the Christopher the Cube was a little weird.
Christopher was crazy.
He only had one real use to like hold that what do they call it? I forget what it was called. Yeah.
I don't know, the black hole thing or whatever.
Yeah, the black hole thing.
So my question about that is, so this black hole thing was like literally in their basement for like days and days, and like even when they found out about it, they weren't even like worried about it. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go do this and try to kill this person and do it. And it's like, dude, like that thing is like in your basement and it's growing and people are disappearing. Like they
Yeah.
noticed the waves.
Well, it's just
like,
Ben is that much of a dick.
that he
That's
just
what it
doesn't
is.
care.
The Kugelplex. Is that what they called
The
it?
Cuckoo-plex, or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Kugelplex.
Or Cuckoo Blitz.
Kugenblitz.
Something like
Kugenblitz. I don't know. We'll have to look that up later. And he's probably laughing at us right now.
That's right. That's right,
That's
dude.
too funny.
Nah, but it was good, man. I felt like the whole season was good. The sparrows were cool. They had super weird, cool powers that were kind of off the beaten path,
What
kind
was
of like the other ones.
The one dude with all the stuff on his face. So like obviously, like if you hit him,
Yeah.
it was like you felt it.
Yeah.
But like he was
like melting away. And when they did
he looked normal before, yeah.
When he did his flashback, he still looked a little weird, but he wasn't as like gross as he was throughout the whole.
So I wonder if that's just like over time, like it just eventually
like droops. He's just like his skin's falling off of him.
I don't know. It's weird, man. He's like some kind of like blobby thing, you know, because he did have like his little chin piece like fall off or whatever.
The chick who spits on people was cool, and like she gives him like a fucked up like
I guess. I would hate to have that power. I feel like that power was the shittiest. You know,
it was kind of shitty, but she's a good fighter and stuff.
I'd rather be the cube, bro.
You'd rather be the cube.
Yeah, no, I mean, out of the Sparrow Academy, out of all their powers, I'd probably say that Luther's chick probably had the better of them.
Telekinesis all day, bro. You could fly, you could pick stuff up, you could do whatever you want.
For sure. But I mean, the person who has the best is that what's his name? Diego's chick.
Oh, where she can copy powers. Yeah.
She could just copy the powers like that. That's pretty awesome. Plus, she's really cool. I like her.
Yeah. She played a cool character. She was obviously a nut job in it, which I feel like she's supposed to be.
Yeah, but no, she was cool.
The kid from Utopia was in it. That was cool. You know, I thought he was going to be a little crazier. Obviously, him and the Klaus thing was crazy. But
no, Klaus was really cool this season. That was probably like my favorite part. Just him learning his powers and just dying like all those times, which was nuts. And then finding out that he died all those other close calls before, which is crazy because like that's kind of how it would be if you didn't know.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean?
You would just think that like all the times he OD'd and all that crap.
Yeah, so he probably really did die all those times, you know. So and they showed like he had already died 15 times or something like that before he actually knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Which is fucking wild. So
yeah, it is pretty crazy.
And then the fact that like, okay, so like we saw a glimpse of their future in the last season. Okay, when they were fighting against, I guess, the Nazis.
Okay.
And they were like running at them, and like Five comes back, and everything's all crazy, and then Hazel grabs him.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So when they did that, they showed
it was the Russians.
It was the Russians. Okay, sorry. So they showed all of the Umbrella Academy had unlocked the full potential of their powers. They said, how the fuck did they do that? Okay, in the like little bit of time that they had, because this was showing us the future. I know it's like a different version, maybe people could say that, but they showed us that. And they showed us with Klaus, and he had like a whole bunch of military people that he was like pushing.
Oh yeah.
With the ghosts and stuff. And then they show Luther, and he's like way stronger than he was before, you know. And same thing with Diego, because we found out that Diego can not only move knives, but he can also move bullets. So, but we didn't find that out until the end of season 2.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I feel like by now they should fucking know all their shit. And now
I know, especially when they trained, like when they were little. Like that was the whole point of that, was them to, you know, the dad was a billionaire, so you can fuck up the house as much as you want, like doing your limits and stuff. You would think that you'd be a little farther along, you know.
No, for sure.
Especially when he had them all in mass and doing missions and shit.
You
know, the thing with the The Abigail Hargraves is crazy because after me and you talked earlier, I like looked it up. They do mention her in the first season. They mentioned her in the last episode of the first season, and she was pretty much like, she told him on her deathbed, like, make sure to just take me with you, when you go. Obviously, him being from outer space, he like, put her up there or whatnot. So
Yeah.
now him resetting the entire universal timeline, and then obviously he's on top and owns the entire world. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder how that's gonna come to play with. Obviously, they're gonna reach out to him and be like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Yeah, and where are their
And
powers?
where are our powers and where is our stuff? Because they took all the particles from him. He took all the particles. So
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting for sure. So we're gonna have to wait another year for it,
I know it's so
but we're
good
not gonna
though
have to
too.
wait 2 or 3 years
And
for it,
five's
which is
gonna get
cool.
older. You know what I'm saying? And that usually always kind of.
Well, you know what? They kept it good so far,
Mm-hmm,
and if he hasn't won an award yet, if he doesn't have people like fucking just like calling him
mm-hmm.
day and night, be like, we have this amazing role for you. You can redo this, redo that,
Yeah,
whatever. We have all these. He is such a fucking killer actor.
yeah.
It
Already,
is ridiculous.
already. Like
You
when I
know,
look at him, I figure that he's 45. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, no, for sure. For sure. I mean, same thing with all the Stranger Kids, like the Stranger
Mhm.
Kids, they're very talented, like
I
they
know they're all gonna be super old looking in the
yeah.
next one, dude.
I mean, look at what's his name? Finn Wolfhard, like
Mm-hmm.
he's in like so many movies already, and he's
Mm-hmm.
probably him and what's her
11
name?
too, man. 11's in
Bobby,
everything, dude.
yeah, Millie Bobby Brown. She's in a bunch of stuff. She's got Enola Holmes too coming out, and a
She's in all the
bunch of
new
other things.
Godzilla movies and stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, they're set. They're set. But all right. So how many sparrows are gonna give the Umbrella Academy
dude,
this
this
season?
season. Okay, let's just go by this season because
Just this season, yeah.
it probably wasn't my favorite season, so I'll probably give it like a 8-4.
Okay.
I
8-4.
really
That's a good
like
one.
Umbrella Academy. I think it's like one of the coolest shows. I have a bunch of the comics and stuff like that. Like I'm like super into it. So I'm probably gonna be a little bit more
Sure, sure,
fanboy on it. So
sure. I mean, if I got to go right down to the wire, I'd probably say like an 8-6.
like an 8-6, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was really cool. It definitely caught my attention. We were just like waiting to watch Umbrella Academy. It was
Mhm.
like just
Luther
ridiculous.
was awesome the entire time. Like he was so like weird and giddy and like
And it was perfect with the Stranger Things time frame too, because it was like
Mhm,
right after we just watched Stranger Things,
mhm,
and we're like waiting for something, and it's like it was that like month or whatever they gave us to wait.
mhm.
It dropped right then and there, and it was like perfect timing. I'm gonna crush you, and then I'm gonna watch Stranger Things season finale.
Boom.
You know, so that was pretty smart on Netflix part. So Netflix, bravo for sure.
Bravo.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Umbrella Academy was great.
Yeah, I
It was
can't.
really good. I can't wait for the next season.
Me too, dude. I can't wait for the story to continue, man.
Yeah, I hope they make some cool 6-inch action figures of them.
Oh, that would be super cool,
They
dude.
have a couple of figures. They have,
Do they?
but they're small. But they're small.
Who
They
makes
have
them?
I think the 375s. Like they're gonna do, but they're kind of
Uh,
detailed. So like the Star Wars, little
yeah, yeah,
kind.
yeah.
But they're kind of detailed. Like I saw the Klaus one. I saw it at a Hot Topic website,
Hmm.
and he had like the stuff on his hands, like he
That's
said hello
cool.
goodbye or whatever. So it was definitely detailed out, and they looked like they had some form of articulation, but
I
they
love
were
how
small.
Five ended up getting that stupid tattoo on him, and then he got
Oh
his
yeah,
arm chopped off, bro. It was like,
yeah,
oh, crazy. Those
yeah,
samurai dudes were cool.
yeah, yeah. No, it was pretty nuts. I
But
definitely
like,
enjoyed
but
it.
like the Victor and what's her face can just literally handle all four of them, like no problem. Like I don't
Hmm.
understand why they like split them all up, like just because they all
Yeah,
would have came after them anyway. So why
right.
would you split them up and then hit it? You know what I'm saying? Like I would just have them all together. They would have took them all out in like 3 seconds, dude. Like
They're not good at doing things together. They're really not.
I thought
They're not
the
a
hotel
very
was cool where you can go
unified
through the
family.
rooms and it like Puts you on a
Hotel
different
Oblivion.
floor.
Hotel Oblivion. I thought it was really cool. I've always liked hotels. I don't know why. Just like the whole aspect of it, I always thought was cool,
Well,
especially
cool
like
hotels like the
old
John Wick
hotels.
Hotel,
Yeah.
like the Murder Hotel in
Oh, the
American
murder
Horror
hotel,
Story.
man. Yeah,
So
Cecil.
there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with like old school, like multiple story hotels.
For sure, for sure. I've
That,
always thought there were like fascinating things. The Shining,
mhm.
like there's a lot of cool
um,
stuff like that. But
the hell, the Puppet
1408.
Masters, Puppet Masters are all in a big ass abandoned hotel,
Hmm.
so
You know,
hotels are
I
cool.
just I just think it's a cool place for movies and stuff like that. Just a plot line in general.
I always wanted to. So back in the day, I used to be into like paintball and stuff, man. And I always thought it would have been a cool idea to buy like a crappy rundown hotel and spray paint it, put holes in the walls, and make it like a SWAT style like paintball
That's cool.
place.
That's cool. See, I had a similar idea with a abandoned hotel, but getting a hotel and like charging people to fucking actually stay there, and then having like people like dressed up like horror shit and coming and
Mm.
scaring the shit
Like
out
a
of you. But
haunted
but
hotel.
you stay there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're signing up for this. Like that like at some point in
Yeah,
the middle of the night, you're gonna get woken up. Somebody's gonna be in your room. There's secret entrances. Like
that would be
whatever.
cool.
Like and dude, it would be so much money.
Like
Probably be like $400 a
I
night
was gonna
or
say, probably
more.
more than that. Like a
Yeah,
G a night, man.
like a G a night. That'd be pretty cool.
You know.
You get some like really talented people, and then I'm sure like some actors once they get wind of it, maybe they want to jump in
Ah,
and
see, that would be cool too if you did like the whole like groups, but then you incorporate people into the groups. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Like you tell everybody there's multiple groups, and we're gonna split
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
up,
yeah.
and
But they're
like,
plants. They're
but some of
plants.
them are plants.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
exactly.
money, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. I always get one a day.
I like that one.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool, like, and just there's so much that you can do with it, especially if you own the property. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You can even do like stuff in the parking lot to where like it gets to, like, and it can almost be like an escape room to where like they got to get to a certain point or a certain thing, and then that's
Well, I
how they
figure you
win, like
would
an
do
objective.
like a murder mystery thing to where there would be an objective or something like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, the
Like
murder mystery
obviously
thing
to
would be
get through
cool.
the end of the night or whatever, or
Yeah,
you
to
know,
get to the end of the night, you know,
kind of deal. So
and like just mess with people that are like trying to actually sleep, like, and then don't want to participate and be banging on their doors and calling them and stuff.
you never know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. And you can like do different themes like every couple months or whatever, like just different stuff.
need to have
Uh,
where one of the beds just like bottom out and it drops you like
oh
this.
my god, people would shit themselves,
Oh, it'd be
bro.
insane, dude.
People
Like
would
there would
shit
obviously be
themselves.
like a pillow thing that they fall on, but it would just be like
But the scare in general.
because like you'd have to have cameras and you tell them like, hey,
Yeah,
everything is under surveillance, so don't do
yeah,
anything that you wouldn't want us to see.
yeah,
Obviously the bathrooms are off fucking point because you can have to where like the toilets in like a different part of the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that's where you're gonna do that. Like,
Sure.
um,
I don't know. I always thought that they should
just wait
have
till they're
that,
passed out.
either that or like attached to it to have like a horror theme park.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously I would want it to be licensed. I like my idea was like, like you'd have to go through like a warehouse with like all Chucky dolls
Mhm.
everywhere and stuff like
Well,
that
this would be a
in the
cool idea. So they
factory.
do like Renaissance fairs. You just do like a horror fair
Yeah.
where it's like kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Renaissance fair people are crazy, bro.
Renaissance, dude, they're into it, bro. And I'm sure there's a lot of horror cosplay people out there who are into it too.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, cosplay is just big in general. Any
Huge.
any cosplay thing, if you got a couple bucks behind that prize thing, forget it.
I know, man.
If it's at least, I would say $500 or more, you're gonna attract some people
Yeah,
for sure, for sure.
I would like to go to Dragon Con this year in Atlanta, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
They go nuts.
yeah. All right, so we're talking just a little bit about the boys. We're not gonna get too far in that because we're gonna clear through everything else. All right, so big spoilers for the boys. We find out at the end that Homelander is
The sun.
the son of Soldier Boy. I gotta say it like that. I can't say it any other
Soldier
way.
Boy.
I still think the name is hilarious.
Yeah. I don't even know how they
Uh,
got away with using it.
I don't know, maybe they paid for it, who knows. It was
Soldier Boy's
crazy
probably like,
episode.
yeah, I don't care.
It wasn't as good as the last episode with the fight scene and everything
No,
like
the
that, them
last one
pulling
was
down the cape and shit.
so good. But I feel
That was
like this
nuts.
one they toned it down because there's only like 2 or 3 more episodes left. So
Yeah. The Black Noir, Chuck E. Cheese cartoon stuff was
Chuck
a
E.
little
Cheese
weird,
cartoon was weird.
but it was cool to see the story of Soldier Boy getting his ass whooped by whatever group they were called. I forget what they're called.
Yeah, the TNT twins.
Yeah.
It didn't even
You
work when
know,
they tried to do it.
yeah, like Fizzle. It was like zzz. That was hilarious. But no, it was a good one, man. Well, now we know that V24 rots your brain.
And A
So
Train's
kids
still alive.
don't do V24. The whole A Train thing is going to be nuts because now A Train, I feel, is going to be one of their allies because he has a second chance at life, you know, and he's not gonna
Let Vought.
he's not gonna let it flop.
No.
Because you figure if they got Maeve, Starlight, A Train, the Deep. I don't know if the Deep would be on their side.
Nah, Deep's not gonna be on their side. He's gonna do whatever the wife wants to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, they seem like they might be split up.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, because
that's right, too.
he likes that octopus booty.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I can't believe some of the stuff they get away with.
She was like, no, no, no.
That was too funny, man. Yeah, no, you don't want to mess suction cups. It's a little weird. But yeah, no, it was definitely super crazy. I want to see Huey and Butcher get permanent powers. I think MM's gonna use it as well.
I think he's gonna
And
eventually use
you know
it.
what? Not for nothing, but they do have leftover V because they shot up that girl and she didn't use the whole vial.
Who, Kimiko?
Yeah,
She
they
didn't use it all?
the whole. They didn't use the whole vial on her.
Okay, so they got
He
a little
like
left.
he like got a syringe and there
Oh,
was still like a
yeah.
nice amount left, and he put it in her, and that's all they need. So I don't know. Plus, they never went back and talked about that chick that makes everybody's heads explode. They never talked about her daughter.
She's
And
got a
she
daughter.
She's got a daughter, and she injected her with the V.
Oh.
It was like in a different episode. It was
Okay.
probably like the first or second episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she gets the V from Edgar, I think, and then maybe she doesn't get it. I don't know who she gets it from, but she gets the V and she injects her daughter, and she's like, "It's okay, honey, it's okay."
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's
But
right.
they didn't touch about it again to say like what her powers were. Or whatever.
So she's probably the baddest one of them all, bro.
Who knows? Who knows? But we're excited. We got what, 2 episodes left?
It's like 2 or 3 left, I think.
2 or 3 left. All right. So I mean, they got a lot of ground to cover. So I hope that everything gets nice and resolved before they take their usual long like year and a half break.
I know, man. It's gonna be good though, man. They're trucking along this season.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so good. It's I think the second best thing on TV. You know,
For sure. And the Boys Diabolical is coming back for a second season.
Oh, are
So
they?
they're gonna-
Okay, cool.
They're gonna do like the little cartoons and stuff like that. It's like a little window into the boys' reality.
I enjoyed it. I love cartoons, man. You know, so and I liked how they did the different styles, like the Tiny Toon style and the.
It was awesome.
You know,
It was awesome, and just all the celebrities that got to do the voices and stuff was really cool. All right, so that was the boys. Little Funko Pop news for everybody. So if you're into Funko Pops, just collecting in general, you want to know how much things are worth, you know, like, and the Funko app is the best way to do that, especially if you're collecting Funkos.
y'all.
It's like basically like the stock market for your Funko Pops. They go up and down. You get to see the values, and I mean, like, some people trade them really fast. Like, I try to go when they start going up there, because I mean, we're only going to go to a certain point.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're just going to phase out.
And the ones that are like really, really expensive, they're already expensive off the rip. So
yeah, and the ones that are fat, you know. So this is why I want to talk to everybody about this one. So fat expensive. How many Eddie Pops have you seen, Rich, over the last like month or two? You didn't see any. Okay. So before Stranger Things came out, I saw a wall of Eddie Pops at Target. I mean, they had more Eddie Pops than anything I've ever seen. And I was really surprised. And I was like, we don't even know who Eddie is yet.
Woo.
But I was like, that's a cool guitar. So I got the Eddie Pop, and it was only like what, like $9 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I copped them. And in my head, I was like, you know what? I think I want to get another one of these guys. So I got 2 of them. And I left. And that was it. And I put them in my Funko thing, and that was it. And I saw like a week or so ago that it like spiked up to like 45, $50.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, cool. Okay. I was like, wonder what's going to happen after the finale goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are you singing it for?
134.
134, bro. 134. It's still available if you can find it at Targets for a regular price.
Oh man, I'm about to go to my crappy Target tomorrow. Bet y'all find a whole stack of them.
So grab them, sell them quick. You know, like get more than one. You know what I'm saying? If you can, so this way you can, you know, sell one and make some money.
I picked up. I don't have it with me. It's upstairs. I picked up one of the new Doctor Strange movie ones. I think Supreme Strange or whatever, the one where he's in the blue.
Oh, nice. The blacklight one. There's a blacklight.
No, I did not get the blacklight one of that one.
Okay.
I did get Sylvie, I believe is her name. From Loki. I got her as the blacklight one.
It's pretty cool.
I thought there was one other one I got this week. No,
I got a Dragon Ball one. I got Cell.
Oh,
Glow in the Dark Cell.
Okay, I got that one a couple weeks ago actually. I got Goku with the Nimbus Cloud. That was the other one I got.
Ah, cool. The big one, right?
Nah, he's a little one. I got him a little.
He's a little. I didn't see the little one. All I saw was the big ones, man.
Yeah, so I got him.
That's
I don't
cool.
have him, so I was like, oh yeah, let me snatch him up. Yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I've been saying for years that I don't collect Funkos, but I collect Funkos still. Every now and then, I don't collect them as hard as I used to, because like when I went in, that was it. I would go in and be like, give me the wave. I wouldn't waste any time. I wouldn't bullshit. I would just get the wave and put it on a shelf. Get the wave and put it on a shelf. And it was like after a while, like I acquired something like 500 to 600 Funko Pops, and it was like out of control. And they weren't really going up in value then. The craze didn't really hit as far as like trading and selling them. It was really, really slow. And Funko was actually going to go bankrupt. They were going to file for bankruptcy or whatever. But then out of nowhere, it's just like it spiked and something hit. And it's just like they all started going up and like different prices. And like I had already sold a bunch of them. I literally went through and that like 500-600 pops, you know, whatever it was, it would trickle down to like maybe 100, 150. So I got rid of a lot of them. I only kept like ones that I really.
I was gonna say, I remember going to your house or your apartment when I visited that one time, and they were just stacks everywhere, bro.
It was all the way up to the ceiling a couple times.
Yeah.
You know.
So I remember.
It was at least like 8 to 9 feet.
I rember us leaving and Breland's like, I don't know how she lets him keep all them toys like that.
He had no idea to see now. Forget it.
I was like, well, I didn't do it, man, you know.
That's too funny. No, now I have like a metal nice shelf
that has
over there.
Nice.
You know, with the Funko Pops.
I know. I started doing all the little floating shelves and the things across. I got to deal with this mess. That's like a whole.
That's a bunch of Funkos right there.
A lot of them there, bro.
That's a lot of Funko Pops. Well, you have the app, right? Like you're putting them in the app and stuff like that. So yeah, just keep looking. I mean, like that Eddie one definitely is worth it. If you can find it, go to that crappy Target.
I'm gonna go to that crappy Target because they have all kinds of weird stuff, and like they usually have stuff that like I don't get anything that I wouldn't want to keep. You know what I'm saying?
This one too. I seen a couple websites already selling him for like $150, and he was only like, you know.
Yeah,
$15
like I wouldn't like be at like Target and like their TLC Left Eye's worth like whatever, and I'm like, oh, let me buy it so I could sell it and shit. Like I'm not into that, dude. I'd rather buy it and stick it on the wall, you know. So
yeah, sure. All right, so I'm gonna get a real quick review, and I think then we're gonna just talk. Let's all right. So Clerks 3 is coming out. The release date is September 13th. It's 16 years after Clerks 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a peek see at the cast because the trailer doesn't drop till tomorrow.
Okay.
And Rosario Dawson's gonna be in it. They're also gonna have what's that one kid's name?
Oh, the Lord of the Rings kid.
Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
be in it. And then the regular cast, and it
Hmm.
looks like Randall's two other girlfriends are gonna be in it. So
He's.
Rosario Dawson and then the old girlfriend for the first movie, and
Oh, okay.
then the girlfriend from the like the ex-wife, not ex-wife, but the ex-fiance from the second movie is also gonna be in it. So I don't know if it's gonna be like a flashback thing or what, but
Huh.
that was the only extra people that I saw in the cast list.
Okay.
So.
They just bringing everybody back, bro.
Also, I don't know if it
What's her
was
name?
like
Caitlin Bree, bro. That's her name.
yeah. And then it looks like Harley Quinn's boyfriend also got a spot in Clerks 3. Harley Quinn is Kevin Smith's daughter.
Okay.
So her boyfriend or whatever is like an actor, and he got a spot in Clerks 3 too. So
Fun. Must be
I'm sure
cool to
I'm
know
sure they're gonna
Kevin
make
Smith.
yeah, I'm sure they're gonna make fun of him a lot and crack on him and stuff. It'll be fun. But Jay's gonna be in as well too, so that'll be nice.
I've only met one like celebrity child. It was so my buddy was going to school and it was weird because they had like I've never been to a place that had like the co-ed dorms. It was just like dudes and chicks just living everywhere, partying and stuff like that. And the chick that lived across from him was what's that dude? He's like from MTV2, like the bald guy, like Matt something or
Matt Lauer.
Matt Hartman or something like that. I don't even know, dude. Matt Lauer. It's like the MTV2 guys. He'd always be like on MTV2, and he was like the bald guy. I don't know, Matt something. Anyway, I met his daughter, and like she was cool as hell, dude. And like you would never even know that her dad is famous as fuck and like
That's
worth
cool.
millions of dollars.
That's cool. That's always nice. That's always nice. All right, so Black Phone recently came out. A lot of people in the horror community are going crazy for it,
The
saying
black phone. I don't even
yeah,
know what that
Ethan
is.
Hunt is the bad guy. He's like some like masked dude that like kidnaps kids, and there's like a black phone in the room that it's like the past dead kids calling the now present kid and like trying to help him out or some shit. I don't know.
I
Looks
never even
crazy.
heard
A
of
lot
it.
of people.
It's a movie on in
It's
the
a new
theaters.
movie. It's a new movie that's
Okay.
in the theaters, and I believe it's streaming in a couple places.
All right.
Um. All right. So what would be your favorite time travel device?
Okay. So
Let's
yeah,
get into
you
that.
asked me that earlier because you said you wanted to throw some weird shit on here.
Yeah.
Let I'm gonna let you answer that first
Okay.
because I kind of want to know what direction you're going with it, like as in like device. You know,
Okay.
like are you speaking like the DeLorean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So there's a few. There's not a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a few. I would have to say I would go probably with the Bill and Ted phone booth, bro.
Okay.
You could type in the year. It's plain and simple. Like not too hard. You don't got to worry about gas and shit. Like with the DeLorean. Um, so I think I'm gonna go with the Bill and Ted phone booth.
Okay. Bill and Ted phone booth. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um All right. So there's a couple really good ones that I've seen. All right, so I'm probably gonna go with the DeLorean because the DeLorean's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Now you can swap that with the DeLorean or the
Or the
train because the
or the
train's
locomotive.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the train's cool too, especially since it flies. But
Yeah.
it's big, and I imagine that would be harder to hide than the DeLorean. But the DeLorean, you can only bring one person with you. So
Yeah, that's true.
I,
That's true.
I see the flaw. You could only fit 3 people max in that
Wow,
phone
they fit
booth.
a lot of people in that phone booth in the first movie. I don't know. They fit like
Oh
at
yeah,
least
they
like
had it
five people.
open. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, at least like 5 people, maybe even 6 people in that shit. So
Okay.
I don't know. It's possible. But yeah, no, I think that would be my favorite. DeLorean's a good answer too, for sure.
So and if that wasn't on the table, Just because I seen this one on the list. The hot tub, bro.
The hot tub, bro. The hot tub was on my mind, but the hot tub is unpredictable. That was why I picked
No,
the
they put the time in there.
right,
And then they spilled beer on. You gotta spill beer.
but they messed up though. Didn't they mess up in the second one?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the second one they messed up with
There's
that. And
a
they were
there's
like
a
going through
bong
time.
from the time traveling
Ling
bong.
bong. Yeah, no, I thought about that too. There was wouldn't the Tesseract be able to bring you through time?
Not through time, through
No.
space.
Okay. Um I would think that Rick's gun would also be able to bring you through time.
Okay.
Uh
See, it would be way cooler if you could just do it in your mind and just like you don't even need anything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like you wouldn't be able to take anybody with you, but who
Just
cares?
hitch a ride with a Terminator, bro.
You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
That was my third option. Hitch a ride with the
There
Terminator.
you go. You could do the 12 monkey style where they fucking strap you in and fucking do all kinds of weird shit to you.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good on that one. I think I'm good on that.
There's
sure.
apparently a lot of different ways to time travel.
Yeah, man. For
You
sure.
know what the funniest one would be the Napoleon Dynamite one.
There you go. I thought about that one too, man. That was pretty funny for sure.
Yeah, because
It's
like
not working.
I actually just watched the other day. I don't even know why like I started watching it. It was just like literally on. It's called like the Time Machine or something like that. And it's with the dude from the Iron Man movie. He was in like the third Iron Man movie or whatever. Or third one, second one. I don't know. Third one.
Okay.
And his chick dies, and he creates a time machine. He jumps in
Yeah, it's an
it.
old movie.
Yeah, and he hits
seen it
it,
before.
and he passes out, and he goes like 80,000 years like ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that situation, that sucks because the time machine doesn't move. It has to physically be in that location. You know, so if he goes
Yeah.
back in time and just pops out, and it's just there's no land there, it's just that's done.
Yeah,
You're done.
It's screwed. It's screwed.
You know, and he went through like 2 different ice ages and all kinds. Like, how is that even? You know, it must have fell at some point in time. You know.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know, or you can like go through the cave at the land of the lost.
Man, they're lost, you know. See, but the DeLorean, you got to fucking punch the 88. You're gonna run out of gas eventually.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
I mean,
I'm
I know
saying?
he used garbage for a while, so like that would definitely
See, now
help
that
for
would
sure.
definitely work if you had it to where the garbage stuff was on there. But you still need to have fucking weapons grade plutonium.
Yeah.
You know, the thing ain't running off of fucking water. It's running off of plutonium and garbage, you know? Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea because he couldn't get plutonium in the past. So how did he make that locomotive then? You know, like because that couldn't have been plutonium.
I don't know.
You know, see, he was using steam and shit. You know, like so. I don't know. Plus, like, did they use the flux capacitor and that shit? We didn't get to really see the inside of the locomotive.
Yeah. Well, the
We
flux
just got to see
capacitor has to
the
get
kid
that.
point. Said he had to take a piss. That's all we saw.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of things with time travel, especially with you know, the Umbrella Academy with them going over like the grandfather thing and stuff like that. And
the
like
grandfather theory is pretty crazy.
you know,
Yeah, it's nuts. So that was that.
But we'll see if they can do it with the collider, bro.
We'll see. We'll see if things start happening. It's gonna be Stranger Things soon instead of Stranger Things.
Ice Cube's gonna be in it and shit. It's gonna be like, what the fuck?
The Boys is gonna have like a Z at the end of it. All the shows we watch are gonna be changed. Instead of Chucky, it's gonna be Annabelle.
Yeah.
You know, the Annabelle series.
No, it's gonna be like weird little things. Like there's no such thing as like fudge or something.
It's like a fudge.
Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck is fudge?
Or like Funko's gonna spell it different.
There you go. I did see. So today I was at Walmart and we were going down like the birthday section of stuff, and they have these things called Funko Popsies now.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You've seen those where you push the button and their hands go like this, or they have signs
and then a little
or something?
thing that comes up. Yeah, a little phrase comes up. They're
I was like,
stupid.
huh.
That is why
It was a full
like
rack.
Funko,
Full rack.
they're just wasting money, bro. They're just wasting money. Almost fucking pins.
Yeah, the pins
The
are
pins
dumb,
are
dude.
stupid.
They're in clearance already.
Dumb. Yeah, you can definitely get up, but dude, some of them are worth money on that
Yeah.
Funko app. You can look
Well,
them
you know
up.
what,
People pay
man? It's
money.
crazy. So that picture that I sent you earlier that had the two gremlins, right? It was like discounted to like $24 or
27.
something,
Yo, yeah,
$27. So we
that's a
were in
good
the
deal.
we were in the clearance aisle, and they had another 2-pack of them, but they were on clearance for 59. I was like, it was
That
like
makes no
I
sense.
should have took a picture of it because I was like, why is it? Because I seen that one first. I was like, oh, there's one in the clearance. It's got a yellow sticker on there. How much is it?
Yeah.
Right? It's like 59 or something like that. And I was like, well, that's not much of a clearance. What was it, like 60 before? Like,
No, I think they were 80.
okay. And then I seen the one in the aisle, and the one in the aisle was 27. And I was like, well, why would this one be in the aisle and then the other one's in the clearance? And Walmart needs to get their shit together, bro.
They need to get their shit together. So, all right, I don't know how many flea markets you go to or
There's
anything
not
like
many
that,
around here. There's like maybe 2 around here. They're
but
not
if
good.
maybe a yard sale or two.
Mhm.
So gremlin stuff to always look out for is the electric gremlin. He's
Mhm.
like blue. He's like a flat piece. He kind of just looks like a flat piece of plastic.
Mhm.
That shit's worth like $150. The spider gremlin, bro. The spider gremlin's worth a lot.
Mhm.
And the bat gremlin.
In the background.
So
This sucks,
you can
dude.
find any of
I
those.
had a couple of them back in the day, dude.
The spider gremlin is worth
I
so
don't know
much
which one I
money,
had,
bro.
man.
Probably like $300.
I think I had the spike. I know I had the spike. I might have had
Yeah.
the Brainiac one.
I have the Brainiac one. The Brainiac one's about $100, but they just re-released it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I don't know if that's make the price go up or down. But yeah, man, I was gonna review a movie, but we'll do that for next week. We're a little past our time, but we definitely want to say thank you to all the new followers, and we're not gonna have too many shows to talk about next week. We're just gonna
I
be talking about the
know.
boys, and
We'll have to do some
probably
throwback with the movie things. I know we talked about that and picking old movies that we haven't seen in forever and like
yeah, for sure.
doing something like
So
that.
I don't know if we want to go like mainstream or we want to go like
Like
some of these
B.
different, because Tubi has some like really great like movies that like I feel like people have
Well,
forgotten
you know
about.
what? Let's research one of the wheels, like a digital wheel, and we can
Okay.
put some stuff on there. And then next week we'll roll it, and then
I'll do
we'll
that Tubi challenge thing that we were talking about.
something along the
Yeah.
lines of that. It doesn't have to be Tubi. It could be
Yeah.
anything that you can stream it on
Right.
or whatever.
Sure.
And we'll go there. We'll do like a thing where it's like 70s, 80s, 90s, or we'll do horror, we'll do crime or whatever. We'll come up with some cool stuff this week and do that.
Sure.
And
No, it sounds great.
gives ourselves some homework next week.
Yeah. But all right, guys. So that's the podcast. So yeah, peace.
I appreciate you. Have a good week, everybody.
Thanks, guys.